All right, how's it going, everyone? And welcome back to my Minecraft server. As always, brought to you by MC Pro Hosting because they are providing the hardware this thing is running on. And they actually just a few days ago did a big hardware upgrade. So this thing, the TPS, are buttery smooth up until, it'll start to go down a little bit once you hit like 100 people. But, ooh, right now, it's amazing. If you feel like snagging a server for yourself, feel free to check the link in the description of the video. You can get a discount off your first month of server hosting if you want to play some survival with, maybe a slightly more intimate group of friends. But I wanted to check out some more of the stuff on the server because it's been a little while since the last video I did on here, at least on the main channel. And it doesn't cease to amaze me how many cool things people are able to build on here, including myself, because wow, on top of the Hall of Honor, which you saw in the last video that I posted on this channel touring the sub server, I went ham the other day. Really did. Built a starter home. I was like, you know what? It's been too long. I've been playing on this server, and I don't have a home of my own. So, Jardin's starter house is right here. It's got all the mod heads on the front. I don't know if that's all of them. Hopefully most of them. But if you're not there, I'm so sorry. Feel free to add your own head. And look at this beauty, dude. It's got some dirt. You got to have your starter home made out of dirt. It had a fence because I wanted to be able to place blocks and not have too many player intersections. The mods actually made it. I didn't build the fence, but people were throwing things to me as it was very weird. I never built a starter home before with this many people watching. Very strange experience, but, it is what it is. I was building it on stream, so that's what was going on there. Anyway, look, you can get a full tour around this thing. It's also, obviously, as any starter home should have, a bedrock roof to protect from, asteroids falling from the sky. Some end crystals on every corner, because that's the only way to do corners. And then on the inside here, we got a little bit of storage going on, and also maps. Okay. Something I just want to say about the server. There is no map loading image plugin, right? Like these aren't imager links that are then put onto a map with a plugin in the game. These are all builds that people have done in the game, completely survival vanilla. And then they right click on top of that with a map and it creates a map. So these are all legit builds. And if you actually go on, there's a web-based map browser that you can look on with dynamic map. And you can kind of play, find the maps built around the map. So it's really cool. We'll check this one out in a little bit. You saw this one in the last video. We've got the old sub with Twitch Prime over here. Thank you, Error 1D10T. Appreciate you. You can just walk around on stream with this thing in my hand. It's great. And then we have black and white, my son, and we have colored, my son, which I appreciate. And this is a whole like pixel art section. We saw Unforgiven's house. That's what the circle is here. But now all around it, there's these pixel arts in the sky, and we'll go check that out soon because there's even more than what's displayed here. It's crazy. And hey, by the way, if you're interested in joining the server, I always link the information, or not link it, but just have the information listed in the description of the video so I don't have to go over all the details verbally each time I post one of these. But read on down below in the description if you're interested in finding out more about that. There was another thing that kind of stood out to me over here. I thought it was kind of cool. I have my own Funko Pop now, it looks like. Yeah, get on my level, ninja. You wish yours looked this cool in Minecraft, okay? We're making big plays out here. Look at this. I love it. There's so much cool stuff over in this area around Spawn. And there's so much, it's just hard to even like cover in all the videos and stuff. But I just wanted to, shout this one out. I saw it just as I was, trying to find some stuff to show in this particular video. And I was like, oh, that's pretty nifty. There's another thing over here, though. If you are on the server, I feel like you've probably seen Tiny Town. Look at the mystery machine with Scooby-Doo on top. That's pretty sick. Or Swick, I should say. Tiny Town, I think, has been Henzoid's pet project. Henzoid, as you may know from the B maps and all that stuff, and other maps along those lines. Every single plot here is an 8x8 build area, and people have done just like a bunch of cool stuff with it, including make Jordbot 5000, which is my head on a pike. It's not even a yeeter, it's just my head on a pike, which this is fine, I guess. Also, okay, can I just call out the dedication here? Okay, again, all maps have to be built in the game on a very large area of blocks. Aurora here, the Aurora company, which is starting to make me think it's going to be some kind of umbrella company that takes over the world here on the server. They created a logo. They put that much effort into a logo so that they could put it at the front of their shop. And it's also a very nice logo, might I say. Like, it's pretty legit. If someone just showed that to me, I'd be like, oh, is that some kind of startup tech company or something going on there? Because it looks pretty nice. And look at the building. This is, again, 8x8. The things that people do in just a little 8x8 area. It's a shop where you can get server restarts. This happens automated a couple times a day. Anyway, continuing along. There's such an economy built up on the server. Like, so many of these places are all shops, right? Like, this place has fishing rods and saddles and bows and fish, because it's the fisherman's shack with a llama that's manning the counter. Nice, dude. Employing some llamas. I feel like they're pretty underemployed in the workforce. Got a nice little floating island here. Pretty cool fox. Slightly extending over the 8x8, but it's okay. It's not obstructing the sidewalk, so I guess it's up to code. But Tiny Town. Tiny Town's pretty cool. I feel like I could do an entire video just touring all the builds and going into everything at Tiny Town. But I'm doing a high-level overview right now. But if you're on the server, feel free. Stop by Tiny Town. This has been an advertisement from the Tiny Town Tourism Board. That said, I feel like we've spent a lot of time between this video and the last in the overworld. I think we should take a look at Nether Spawn, because Nether Spawn is pretty cool. Directions to Nether Spawn are spawn into the portal at spawn. Look for the end crystals. You can't miss it. And, okay, I don't know why. It just gives me... Oh, Puckster. That's a bummer. Fell from a high place. It just gives me some kind of, like, real futuristic, I don't know, Blade Runner city vibes from all the shops stacked on top of each other and stuff. All the signs all over the place, everybody advertising their shops. It's just everything is shops. We got around Spawn, there's shops. Tiny Town has shops. Nether Spawn is all shops over here. Although, it's not completely shops. There is the post office, which I actually, a lot of the things in my chests back at my starter house are from things that have ended up in my mailbox. Is there more in my mailbox? Let's see. We got more maps in here. Oh, boy. The dumbest thing to ever exist. I can't believe someone built this as a map. This is an RL Craft reference, but it's CaptainSparklez 2 live streamed RL Craft. It happened after the series ended here on this channel. This is the Ender Queen's crown. It makes you unalive when you make contact with rain or it's the worst. It's the worst thing to ever exist. Thank you for this. I appreciate it. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. It's called Jordan, I'm Sorry. Okay. I mean, it's just my Twitter avatar. I appreciate it. I realize I'm kind of orange in that one, so it's fine. And a wild Mew appeared. Dude, I actually saw this one when I was finding things to check out for this video. Wow, this is very topical. Thank you for the maps. I need to put these up on my wall at the starter house, dude. Anything else? Anything else? And then we have, of course, I don't know why chests don't make sounds for me. It's very strange. I have my volume on and other things like doors do, but anywho, I don't know what could be in the books. Could be something risque, so I'll read those off stream. But look at all the post boxes. Oh my god, dude. So if you have a message to give to someone or an item, good luck finding them in here, because I don't think there's any particular order to it. It's just a lot to go through, and there are probably people on the server who haven't made a post box yet. So, you know, I mean, make something. If you're looking for a new place to do it, take that one or take that one. Might have to expand in the future, but take like an edge one, and that way you can easily guide people to where your post box is. At the very end of the last row, you'll find it. That's my advice to you. Anyway, dude, just shops on shops on shops on shops. Grand opening. I don't know how long the grand opening sign has been there. Probably for a while. It's been a grand opening the entire time the shop has existed, because it's just a grand shop. God tools made here. And then, admittedly, I haven't put as much focus into checking out the Nether, like when I look at dynamic map to look through things. So I don't know if there are any real cool things that are in the Nether that people have built structure-wise outside of the spawn area. I have to assume people have, and I apologize for sort of neglecting that. Maybe in the future I'll do kind of like a dedicated Nether tour video or something. Nice. A wild me has appeared. Oh, dude, I gotta go put these back in my house, though. This is very important. And I should also show you some of the stuff that people have given me in my post box, because, man, people are really nice. Look at all this. More useless. A lot of diamonds. A lot of named diamonds that people have given me. Just a whole bunch. That's very popular. Thank you, Lunatac. I appreciate it. Thanks for just a straight up diamond block. When I was building this thing, people were just like tossing diamonds over the railing. I got like a stack of diamonds for doing nothing but building my house. And they were just like, yeah, this was all these diamonds, just people tossing them. I'm like, is the diamond economy booming that hard? You just want to throw diamonds at me and it's not even a big deal at all? The Cobalt Bank. Oh, they're over set up at the mall, dude. We'll check out the mall a little bit, or maybe we'll wait for the mall because the mall hasn't actually opened quite yet. It's opening later today at the time I'm recording this, but maybe I should wait for the grand opening because it'll be pretty dope. We could give it a video, something like that. But anyway, dude, let me give myself an item frame in my totally done in survival starter house. Absolutely done in survival starter, completely done in survival. Obviously, as you can tell, survival all the way around. So we got 3 of these to put up, dude. New maps. That is what I'm talking about. Just cover the frickin' walls. This is amazing. Thank you, guys. Very much appreciated. Okay, but you get it. The people just put a lot of stuff in my post box, dude. It's a whole thing. Gotta check it more than I have been, honestly. All right, let's check out another cool thing. So this is the PvP pyramid just south of spawn by a little bit. And I'm really sorry. I actually really wanted to compete in the first tournament here and probably get knocked out immediately. But I got the time zones mixed up. And that made it so I didn't compete. I was 3 hours late because it was set in Eastern and I thought it was Pacific. And that'll mess you up. That'll mess you up every time. But they had a big PvP tournament here. And I guess it's like a maze. Everyone starts in the corner of a maze, and then maybe they make it to the center and they fight. I don't know. I wasn't here for it. I messed up. But it's a really cool build. I just wanted to say and shout it out. And I hope that they host another PvP tournament so that, you know, I can maybe actually try to compete in it at that point. So I apologize, everyone, for missing out on that. At least I made it to prom, okay? I did one thing right? Prom it's up on CaptainSparklez too if you feel like checking it out. But again, the PvP pyramid. Prom took place at Stark Tower, which you've already seen in another video. But over here, dude, I want to do a race here at some point. This is a cool little boat course that I just saw. I guess this is the start here, which I was definitely practicing it going backwards. So that's me doing a dumb. But it's okay. Let's give it the first go. Through here, see how I do. It has like packed ice and blue ice as well. And if you fall into the water, that's going to be bad. I was trying to get some boating practice in a little bit earlier, and we also over at Stark Tower for prom, there was a little boat course that was set up. It was water though, not really ice, but still, it's kind of it's tricky, dude. Also, there's a boat course on SMP Earth for the Olympics, and it's not quite as tricky as this one. There we go. Dude, I want to know what like a record lap is on the. I want to see someone hit like a flawless lap. Just get that Tokyo drift going on here, dude. I feel like my second lap is going maybe a little bit better than my first. I'm sure you could strategically bounce off some blocks, but that didn't help at all. God, it's tough, dude. Having a bunch of people on this at once also would just be hectic. It's a rough course, especially with the obstacles. Oh god, that's a rough one right there. That thing blocking you from getting through. Okay, well, clearly I need to work on my boating skills, but I think this will be fun. Hopefully at some point, maybe on stream, can host like a boat race. It seems very Christmassy themed for it being a long time until Christmas happening again, but pretty swick, if you ask me. No, we definitely got to hold a race here, especially now that the TPS are much higher than they were before. So I'm not entirely sure who built this, but it's awesome. Thank you. And I can't wait to race on it. Lastly, I said I was going to check it out because it was on the maps in my home. You might recall Unforgiven's spherical base here, which actually looks like it's been populated by some more stuff now. But we got all this pixel art up here. That's what's showing on the map. So I don't even, like, how do they do this? They don't have fly. They don't have creative mode. This is all done in survival. Like, they have to elytra up and then I guess build out from the ring with scaffolding, then build the pixel art, and then destroy the scaffolding after the fact. But it's gnarly. It's gnarly. A lot of this isn't actually included on the map just because there's so much going on that, like, dude, we got all the EV evolutions. I don't know if it's all of them over here, but at least some of them. Oh my goodness. Might be all of them. Good God, dude. It's just nonstop. Look at this, dude. Look at this. What's your favorite EV evolution? Leave a comment down below. Let me just bait some comments out of you. And drop a like while you're at it. And check out our sponsor, MC Pro Hosting. I don't know, admittedly, some of the pixel art. Some of it might just be like original artwork and not based on any IP. But anyway, man, oh man. Just, I mean, this all had to be built in survival. I'm impressed. Honestly, this server has gone so far beyond my wildest dreams, and for the most part, everybody is so cooperative and nice to each other. There's economies, and people's builds are respected, and people put respect on each other, and I'm just very happy with everything, okay? I just want to say that. It warms my heart. I appreciate everyone who has been on here for getting on here and hopefully having a good time. And that's pretty much it for now. There are some other cool things I know of, but some of them are like unfinished, and I want to wait for them to be done in order to check them out, just so that they can be fully appreciated. Like the mall and Rayquaza. Rayquaza is looking gnarly, dude. There's a crazy almost done Rayquaza build, but we'll wait. And not a pixel art. It's crazy. Anyway, though, thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed. I want to do these periodically and just showcase the talent and stuff going on this server. So thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to like if you liked. Check out the playlist where I'll put other server stuff like server trolling and other server tours and things like that. And then also, feel free to check the description if you're interested on the info in joining. And thanks again to MC Pro Hosting. Check the link if you want to snag a server of your own. All right, that'll do it. I'm going to go and, just hang out in my starter home. Coolest starter home that's ever existed. Just looking at the artwork on the wall. It's pretty dope. I'll see you next time.